All right, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. Okay, so I had this set up. I was filming it, and for some reason the batteries didn't go, or the recording didn't go. I don't know what happens. But anyways, I'm back at it, and I kind of want to go through what I set up. So we have her done there. So Ruff was in the hospital. He does get returned, but he does miss this round. And our Baelits are back out here. They're not on to this patrol. And as we go through this, I was going to introduce the patrol, but as we go through this, I'll introduce as things happen to them. But we do have our cast of characters, and everything is all set. I put out the inbound vector markers, and luckily I rolled a 6, so I'm in the middle. I kind of like that because if they come in coast, lately I've been getting early raids. It'll work out pretty well. The sun is, so we have clear, and then we have the sun is starboard high, the starboard side. So, and that's basically it getting started. And then I have all my fuels for my hurricanes all set up. So we can actually go to our reveal sector. So let's go ahead and just do that, and we'll go from time. So what we do is we reveal all the ones in one area. So so these two are going to get revealed. So first one here is the sun moves. So the sun point moves into, I got a roll here. If it's even, it shifts clockwise. If it's odd, it shifts counterclockwise. So it is even. So even, shift clockwise. So the sun is now in the tail. That's pretty interesting. And the next is the flak. So what we can do is with the flak, the number, so it's a flak 1, so we just pull 1 damage marker. Okay. Okay, so we have a wing. We have a wing damage. Tally-ho may move the squadron, change altitude. If the raid marker is on the track, main set form. So we are gonna, the raid marker's not on here, but we are going to go up, and we are going to change to high elevation here. Altitude, high altitude, it will help with contacting them. Okay, so that one's done. I'll just put these over here for right now. Now, the second one here, let's take a look. So we go top to bottom. So flak 2, we get 2 flaks. Oh, by the way, for me, moving or changing altitude, I do have to spend some fuel, but 2 flaks. So let's find out here. Okay, so we have a fuselage and an engine. Ooh, so the engine, no. These can knock out bombers, by the way, but it doesn't help me really. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I don't score any points for them. As the flak guys, they get that taken care of. But we do have the raid marker here. And if the raid marker comes up, if not on play, if the raid marker is not yet on the raid track, place it on the vector space. That's this one right here. If visibility is clear, which it is, place escort markers in the escort stations on the intercept map. So I got to go ahead and roll for that. Something high, really high, not that. 3, we have a high marker, 109 heavy, and a low on 110. So high. That's a head station. That's the lead station. High station, and that's 109 heavy, right? Yes, 109 heavy. And then low, we have 110s, but they're normal. So low stations is normal here. Okay. And then, so that one's done. And we have the raid marker on. So that's now complete. So then what we do is we go fuel, we spend fuel, and then contact. Well, yes, we're going to contact since it's on there. I am adjacent. We are going to do contact. So what we have is we have our things right here in adjacent zone. So we're going to roll on that one, and -2 if clouds. We have no clouds, so it's not -2. So let's go ahead and roll. We get a 4, and a 4 will be tail low. So unfortunately, we lose our altitude. I was hoping that would have helped us, but tail low. Okay, so we have our tail low. And now, it's not trailing, which is good. Tail low, that actually does help. But now we go to contact, yes. So we go down to the intercept segment here. So orders, assign bomber orders. So what I think we're going to do is we are going to assign, okay, we're going to assign bombers to flight A. But I saw something was really interesting is, and I think it'll be good for me to do is we're going to assign, we're going to assign each section an order instead of the flights. And what that does is that helps me with I get a roll for each one of them instead. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I got my orders. So intercept. So we have two things to intercept. We have the high and the low. And I think this one's heavy, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to send the green up to the high, and we're going to send the red down to the low. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the green first. So we're going to get our intercept phase here. Intercept tail, which is down here. So we're going to go down here. So we are, and so let's see here. Yeah, tail, high. Yeah, the 109s are okay. So my formation altitude, 109s. Well, we're all low. Okay, so we're all low. So it's going to be high is going to be going for the highest position is 11. So that'll be the green. So they're going for the high position. Yep. So it's going to be 11. And we got a 9. So that means, oh, and I do need to spend fuel for the green. So the green gets a fuel spent. High. So that means if it was failed, it is out of, or out of the sun advantage. Oh, okay. Yeah, nope, that doesn't affect that. So it is a Luftwaffe advantage. So let's take a look here. So we are doing the 109s. So they are tailed by a Schwarm. And stay on them. If the German fighters are 110s, they are not. So we're just going to be tailed. So grab some we're going to grab a 109 Schwarm here. And it is going to be tailed. Okay. Now, with that, what we're going to do is, now I get to do some things on this. And I think what I'm going to do is I can do an evade, a tight turn, or a slip. I'm going to do a tight turn for this group here. So we're going to do a tight turn. So we are tailed. So let's grab the tailed cards, and we are going to shuffle these up. Okay, here we go, shuffled up, and then we are cut, and then our first tailed card. Ooh, the tight turn works. So Hurricanes versus 109s. They do go, but I do have to spend a fuel. I'm okay with that. So that's green, so we spend a fuel. Okay, So now we're head on with this group here. And obviously the tight turn doesn't matter anymore because we are right there. So continues on now. These guys are lost contact because we are in the second round of dogfighting. Okay, next card. Oh, we're not tailed anymore, by the way, so we'll put that someplace in here. So now we're head on. So I'm going to grab the head on, and then I think I saw one upside down. There's a, yep. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going to shuffle these up real quick. Okay, shuffle, and then cut. Head on, Swarm, full Swarm versus 110s, head on. Here we go. So somebody gets loose, and it flies away, and then possible collision. So somebody gets loose, and so we randomize to see who it is. It is 5. So that is green leader has been lost, is loose, and is lost contact. Okay. The Swarm flies away. It flies away, which is good. Didn't do any damage. Oh, yeah. And we have possible collision. Let's see who the collision is. It'd be odd or even. It's odd. So odd would be number 2. Green 2. And did we have a collision? No, we did not. So that doesn't matter. And then, so that's this one right here because we had a full, and then this right here. So that one is complete now. So let's go ahead. We're going to do, so that's that escort. Now we're going to do the reds, which is with the 110s, but that's not a heavy. So we're going to try to intercept those. So in this case, it is low. We are low and they're 110s. So I need a 5 or greater to be successful for me to intercept them. And I got a 7. Awesome. So that means I won. So that means I get a RAF advantage card for this. So we are tailing a full Swarm. So a full Swarm of 110s. And we are tailing them. That is awesome. Oh. Okay, fingers off. A green fighter immediately becomes low. I have no green fighter, so that's not a problem. Now, let's go ahead. We've got the head-on tailing cards right here. So we're going to go ahead and pull this and pull this one. So let's take a look. So we're tailing full 110s. Oh, we get a hit. And then something happens, and then okay. So let's start with the hit. Who gets the hit? Let's gotta randomize. Who gets the hit? It is number 10. So it is red. So that would be J. So that would be Duce Dan gets a kill, gets a bomber kill. Duce Dan gets a escort kill to start off with. Okay, so we have that to start off with. Okay, so we're tailing. The S, I'm going to look that up real quick. The S is split. 2 Luftwaffe fighters split into markers. Okay, so this one did take a hit, so he does flip over, but it'll get, now we'll have 1 tailing and 1 this wasn't a great one, so okay, so the split. Okay, tailing. Oh, that's right, tailing right here. So the split, what happens is you'll have 1 that's tailing and 1 got around us. Okay, and then low ammo. We'll see who's got the low ammo. 5, that will be red leader who has low ammo. Okay, so the red leader, but these guys are all together now. Okay, so that's that one. Now, hit checks, no hit checks. Now, here's the thing that I'm not going to do a maneuver because I want to knock out. I want to get some more kills. I'm just going to have to deal with what happens here. But so we're going to go ahead and do the, since I have the head-on and tailing cards here, we're going to do that one. So head-on and tailing. Okay, full group. Tailing. Here we go. So this will flip because another hit. Let's see who got that other hit. Who got the other hit? It is a 6. So that is red leader. And the red leader is K. So that is Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials gets a kill here. And low ammo is the other one. So who gets low ammo? 6. Now, unfortunately, he goes no ammo. Oh, red one's out. And he flies away. So he's done. That 110's done. Now, we have to figure out this one here, which is the tailed. And now this one, I didn't do any maneuvering. So we'll see what happens. Tailed, flip the card. Okay, Hurricane. And 110. Okay, so it flies away but does 2 damage. Right? Hurricane. 110, yeah. So it flies away, which is cool. I'm okay with that. But does 2 damage. Yeah. So who gets the damage? That's the key thing. Who's going to get the damage? We have a 6. So it's going to be red leader. Gets the first one. And that's an engine. 4. And then the other one, 6 again. Red leader took a lot of damage and wing 5. Okay. So now that we've completed the combat, the dogfight, we have to do the hit check, which we haven't done, but he has also lost contact as well because he has gone to, has gone through that. Okay. Okay, hit check. So wing 5, so we're going to start with that one. We need a 5 or greater, and we got a 9, so the wing is good. It was just minor damage, few bullet holes, and the engine 4 or greater, and I got a 3. So red leader is going to go into the engine. Yeah, that did not work out so well. Now he's in the engine fate box. But I do love this game. It is so much fun. Okay. Hit check, and so we lost contact because we're still engaged. So at this point now, we've done our escort. So escort suppression. Make a suppression check. So we got to go right here. So let's go ahead and take a look. So unfortunately, we just have a section here instead of multi-sections. It will be a +1 because both of them had fighters destroyed. For both of them. But let's go ahead and start with the heavy. So if we'll see what we got here. We got 12. So that's awesome because that reduces this guy. Yeah, it's so it reduces him, and I'm pretty sure it also suppresses him. So reduces and suppresses. Oh, great. Okay, now light. So light, this is a +1 to this die roll, is a 6, and it's a 7, so they are just suppressed. They don't get reduced. So that's pretty helpful. So that's really good. I'm happy about that. Okay. Okay, so we've got that done. So now we actually do the bombers. Okay, so let's so I'm going to go ahead and get these cards moved out of the way for right now, and we're going to go ahead and go for the bomber interception. All right, time for the bomber interception. So we're going to figure out what type of planes we're going to fight against. 11. So we are the Heinkels. Okay, that's the first time I've got a Heinkel. And then let's find the formation. Is a 10. Is 7 tiles like this way right here. Okay, so we have Heinkels, a 7 on that one. So let me go ahead and get that set up, and we'll go from there. All right, so I have got this all taken care of here. So this is set up for the Heinkels. Now it is time for us to. Oh, I guess I should have. Oh no, I found them. It's just how well I intercept them or not. Okay, so interception. We are from the tail. Oh, that's intercept, escort. Sorry. We are from the tail. We picked the highest one. Unfortunately, we're low, so I'll have to spend a. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do a fuel for the red. Okay, so we're gonna have to spend a fuel for the blue and the yellow, and unfortunately, 109's high is where the escort station is. So we need a 12 or higher to intercept them. Okay, so that sucked. Let me check them. So what I want to check is, since both of these are suppressed, I will actually use the no escort number, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so hopefully these guys will get in here. We'll start with the yellow, and I did fuel for that. So I need a 7 or greater. First on yellow, I got an 8. So that's awesome. So he does get in here. And then, oh, excuse me. The blue is also a 7 or greater. Got a 12. So he goes in there. So by having these guys suppressed, it gave me a better chance, because they can't intercept me. That's the whole idea, which is pretty cool. So now we have our Heinkels. Now what's interesting is that these guys right here. So by the way, Heinkel needs 4 hits, a cockpit, or 2 engines. So fuselage, we're just gonna put them randomly on the lead planes of each as we go through. But he needs to roll to see if he's gone. So I need a 10 or greater. Got a 4, so it's just a hit. We'll do a wing, and this one's got an engine. Now we're coming from the tail, so we're coming from this side. So let's go ahead. We're going to pull our fighters in here. And I think what we're going to do, it's going to take 4. So I think we're going to have, I'm going to have them all attack this group of Heinkels right here. Okay, so we're going to end up with 2, 2, and then 2. So we're going to attack this group of Heinkels right here. So let's grab the bomber. They're light bombers. Wait, Heinkels. Ooh, you got to check that. Hold on. So Stukas are the only light ones, so we've got to have the medium bomber box here. And unfortunately, between the Junkers, well, I guess the Dorniers, everything's kind of... the Stukas are the easy ones to knock down. So just shuffling these up real quick. And here we go. We'll start with the blue leader. Blue leader gets... So, tail. Blue leader is not green. He's jammed and low ammo. That sucks. So, jammed and low ammo. And no hits. That is not good at all. Jammed and low ammo. Okay. But he is not green, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Okay, next one. Blue number 2. Blue number 2 gets a hit. A return fire, so he does get a hit. So we will draw. So we're hoping for a C, which I don't think there are that many. Okay. Oops, that's a wrong set. Here we go. I will need that here in a minute because of the return fire. But what's nice, oh, fuselage. Okay, so he has a hit. 6, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this guy actually gets isolated, which now I get to move down. So that's really good. I got to do a return fire. So here we go. Return fire. That's a hit. All right, yeah, that's a hit. And so that'll be a 4. So there we go. Okay. So yeah, okay, I got the right card. Okay, so Hurricane 3, blue 3 on this Heinkel right here. We're going from the tail, but it's this way. Blue 3 is green, so he will get a hit. He'll get a hit and low ammo, and he'll have to take a hit. Okay, so let's do this. So blue 3 is a hit, and it's a fuselage 7. Or he just takes a hit, so he doesn't have a return. And he'll be low ammo as well. Okay. But this Heinkel does have a possibility here. So this Heinkel, here we go. Ooh, it's an engine. And I need 2 engine hits for it to automatically fall. So that's 1 hit. All right. Okay, now for yellow 3. This one is also green, so maybe that wasn't a good idea. Yeah, okay, so 2 hits. Oh, okay, so 2 hits. 2 hits. So we have a wing and a wing with possible catastrophic. So we need 11 or greater. And we get a 6. So that's not greater. But that is 3 hits. Low ammo. Low ammo. And a return fire. Low ammo, return fire. That's a hit. And that's a rudder 8. Okay. Hopefully we can do some interesting things there. All right. So now we have yellow leader. Yellow leader on the tail is jammed, and a return fire here. Return fire, that's a hit. So we'll just, that's a 6 wing. And he is also jammed as well. If I was doing Stukas, this one would have been destroyed. Okay. Now yellow. Okay, yep. So yellow, here we go. Yellow 2 is not green. He gets a hit on this Heinkel. It's a fuselage 10. So let's go ahead and 12. So it is destroyed. Yeah, so first bomber destroyed by yellow 2, which is N. So who's got our first bomber? Blast Pop is our first squadron bomber kill. Nice. Nice. Good job. All right. But he does get a low ammo as well, which all the low ammo kind of makes sense, guys. It's like it really does. Okay. So we've completed all of the bomber cards. So all of the bomber cards are done for right now. So I'll move those to the sides. Okay, so that will go back into there. That was awesome. That was nice to see a bomber destroyed. Okay. And so then we did a burst, disengage, delayed fighters, remain engaged. Hit checks. So we're going to do hit checks. So, all right. So real quick, kind of made a quick boo-boo. since I'm attacking tail low, there is a penalty. So if return fire results a hit, flip the marker over, except for the green one. The green was actually, so I think that was blue 3 that actually took a hit. Yeah, this one's actually hit. These 3 were return fires. So with the return fires, I have to grab a second one, compare, and then take the, is that right? Then draw a second hit marker, compare their hit check numbers, keep the highest, put the other one back in. Okay, so this one, so in this case, it'd be a wing 5. Okay, now put that back in. That would happen. This rudder 8, I doubt I get much. Oh, of course I do. So that'll be a 10, and then I have a wing 6 here. And that's a wing 3, so the wing 6 hits. Okay, so now let's go through and do the fate correctly here. Let's zoom back out. Oop, not in, out. Come on, Tony. Okay, zoom out. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll do the wing 5 first here. What does he roll? He rolls an 8, so the wing is okay. Good. Makes it easy that way. Okay, the 7, because the fuselage, because that was just a hit. That wasn't a return fire. 11, he's fine. Anyways, he'd be fine either way, so that's not a problem. Okay, the fuselage 10, this might be an issue. 8, yes. So, yellow 3 goes into the, what is it, fuselage? Yeah, fuselage. Fate box. And then wing 6 got a 3, so unfortunately, he's going to go into the wing. Yellow leader's going to go into the wing, and there we go. So that's basically it at that point. And so now we're going to go on to the entropy phase. All right, so we're on the entropy phase, and I had to check something out for sure, but on the entropy phase, so you can attack a bomber in the formation area, so these guys can attack again. If they approach from flank, they can attack immediately. If from the nose or tail, they are delayed. If already approaching in the bombing area, that is, they begin the entropy phase with the delayed marker. The RFM must attack it. Remove the delay marker. Penalties for tail and nose load do not apply, nor RAF fighters attacking out of the sun. So basically what that means is these guys will come in from the sides here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take and move these guys. So I'm only going to do one. Okay, so this bomber is destroyed right here. So I am only going to do 1 here, but I'm going to do 2 here, and I think I'm going to do, let's see here. We're going to do that one right there, coming in from the flank on that one. Maybe I can get another engine on that one right there. Well, that would not make sense to me. So, but this one right here would. Okay. So, medium bombers, got the deck right here. Let's go ahead. We'll start with, so this one's got a jam on it. And when something is jammed, let's see here. Jammed. If something is jammed, each time the each time it garners a damage result, roll a die, even apply the damage result, odd, cancel the damage result, and remove the jammed marker. Okay, so he's low ammo right here. Let's see if we're going to go ahead and, yeah, you like to see my socks, I know. Let's move this puppy closer here so we get a little bit better on this one since there's no die rolling. Okay, here we go. So, fuselage, here we go. This will be port starboard, and he is an individual right here. Okay, so there is a possibility of a refire or return fire. And oh, that's we gotta figure out what that is because I have not seen that. Mechanical failure. Roll a die. If even RFI exits the bomber formation and has lost contact, odd, it's returned to base. So this guy's done. It is even. So even exits the bomber formation. So this won't even matter. And he has lost contact. Where's my lost contact? There we go. It's the jammed ones. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put him back up there, out of the way. He's back up. He's up there. He is up here. So back to this one. Okay, now there is a number there. Distress. If fighters and markers bomb the tile equal, the distress bomber is fallen. Oh, okay. All right. So this one is actually, he's fallen now. So we grab a, I don't know, what is it? It's a Heinkel. Okay, so we grab a Heinkel that has a fuselage hit on it, and it's being attacked this way. Okay. That worked out pretty well, actually. Because now Hurricane 2 is going to come in, and we go to the bottom. We go to the bottom here. Oh, geez. Yep. So we're going to go to the bottom there. And again, a new symbol. Dorsal gunner bomber suffers fuselage damage. Place a dorsal marker on the bomber. Henceforth, cancel hits for RAF fighters on the tail. Oh, okay. So on the tail approach. Okay. But it does, bomber suffers a fuselage damage. Place a dorsal marker on the bomber. Okay, I just want to see if, yeah, here we go. Okay, and then low ammo for this guy. Okay. And then he's disengaged. Okay, this guy needs one hit. He's just low ammoed. Hurricane number 3, blue 3. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got to put fallen. So technically speaking, this would be a single bomber. So we're going to go with the single bomber. And he gets a hit, which is right here, which will actually destroy him. Did I? Oh, I did that. Okay, hold on. This is not this. Oh, yeah, it is, because it's a single. That's right. So we get a wing, but that is 4 hits. So this guy is destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy's destroyed. So these will go back in here. Do a quick shake up, and then we will destroy it. And so Hurricane number 3 here. Destroyed. Hurricane. Oh, wait, is there? Oh, and low. And he goes no ammo. So he's out of ammo on this one anyways. So, okay. That's pretty. So Hurricane number 3, blue 3, is the green pilot. Who gets that bomber? Jeez. Okay, let's see. So no ammo. Yeah, Hurricane 3 is P, and so P is Warty Robe gets a bomber. Destruction. And I'm looking for my pen. It's a bomber destruction. That's pretty cool. Warty Robe. Bombers. So we have destroyed 2 bombers so far, which makes sense. These 2 right here. And we've destroyed some other stuff as well. Now, we still have to go for the yellow. Going after this guy right here. So yellow. Port. So he's jammed. And that won't matter. So that won't matter. So, but he is jammed. We'll take that. And he is now disengaged as well. So we've only got three in there as of right now. Okay. So bombers are all done. So entropy, so that was a bomber formation area. Now we have to do a reaction. So what we're going to do, so this is escort reaction. So we need to pull a card for the escort reaction. So if one or more RAF fighters in the bomber area draw an escort reaction, well, I've got 3 in there. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom back out here so we can see the whole board again. Okay. All right, here we go. So here's the card. So first thing, 10. There's none there. We have high and low is something right there, and then we have that mark. So, okay, that was actually pretty, I'll tell you what, getting these escorts suppressed makes a difference because they would have gotten help. That's what this little red icon here is. But unsuppressed, they are suppressed, so that doesn't do anything, and there's no ambush, so no worries on that card. That's pretty awesome. Okay, and now we are in the chase phase. So a section or RAF fighter that has lost contact must return to base, chase the bomber formation, or reform. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We've done some damage. So we are going to, a section or RAF that has lost contact must return to base, chase the bomber formation, or reform. Okay. Let's go ahead. So I think some of these guys, so blue leader, he's jammed, and I think he's at no ammo. So blue leader is going to go there. Green, I think we're going to pull him and put him back in. And let's see here. So the chase table, which is down here. So I'll move my cups out of the way. Okay. Chase will run die for section, 2 for fighter. Select the lowest number. Okay. So escort, I'll have to look at that real quick just to make sure. Let me check that. Yeah, I was checking to make sure that on this table you use them all instead of just the suppressed. And so I do have suppressed, but we do have heavy, actually. Heavy, so it will make it harder to do this. Chase succeeds at a 6, or it's intercepted on a 1 to 3. Yeah, I think, you know what? We're going to go ahead and all these are return to base and return to base. So we're just going to send them all return to base. We've done some damage here. Okay, so that works out. Complete control. If RAF fighters are returned, nope. The patrol ends. It does not, because I still have these 3 fighters right here. 1 jammed, 1 with no ammo, and 1 with low ammo. So we're going to see how that works out. Okay. So fuel. So we have blue. Is that all we got here is blues? Blue and yellow. Okay, so blue and yellow, because red went in. So blue and yellow is going to move down here for fuel. Okay, and there are no exit. If the rule. Okay. The raid marker is in the space. Nope. Reform. The RFA fighters may have lost contact, may rejoin. Nope. Raid vector. Reveal the markers in the raid space one at a time and apply until they're. If the space is already empty, move the raid marker to the next space on the track and then reveal the raid markers in its space. Okay, so these will move here. And we will remove these. So I will got a straggler. Okay, so let's figure out what happens with a straggler in this case. Place a new bomber marker in the lost contact area. Assign a section or fighter to attack it. Fighter must be lost contact. Dang it! I don't have any that are lost contact. Ugh, okay, so that's not going to do anything. Bomber rounds. Play bomber rounds without interruption. Survive RFA. Yep, so they're not. So the fighter must be lost contact. I already sent all my lost contacts out of there, so that one won't matter. Let's see, what's the next one? Okay, so the sun is going to move, and I need to roll the die to see where the sun is coming. 12 is an even, so clockwise, so it moves. So is it tail high? So or tail, so now it's going to go to port, because I don't think anything's here. Nope. These guys are gone. Red, green. Okay. Okay, and then trade new. Raid marker, isolate the rearmost bomber tile if no tiles in play. Determine the bomber type and place tiles, then isolate them. Okay, so this would be the next one for rearmost. So this is isolated now, which is cool, because that will, I can then use these guys into there. Okay, so that's that one. Now, we'll grab this one here. Ooh, a weather. That's a new one. I have not seen the weather one yet. Weather. Visibility changes to hazy. If hazy already, it is now clouds. Remove sun marker, if any. Okay, so it's going to be hazy, but I think... Yeah, so it moves to haze. Okay. Now we go to clouds, and that would remove the sun. Okay. And then final one here. We get another flak. Okay. Draw one Lufer advantage card. Oh no, flak. Number of markers and hit markers. So I'm assuming that what that means is, since there are the flag, page 52, I'll get a little bit deeper of a explanation on that one. But I think I have to take hit markers for some, but we'll figure that out here in a moment, and I'll get back with it. Yeah, so this is great. So there's friendly fire. So what I have to do is I have to do a bomber marker, one of those, but then I have to do a place an equal number of hit markers randomly on RAF fighters there, but no more than one marker per fighter. And then I have to check. Then I perform hit checks. So, yay. So basically, the thing is I don't get any credit for this. Let's see. It's a fuselage hurricane, so we'll just do that one. And now I have to do hit markers on these three right here, which are the only three planes I have left. So, hit rudder. He's not going to make it. Fuselage. Yeah, this will be done. And a wing. Oh, watch, we'll have one left. Okay. Now I have to do the hit phase on it. So here we go. Gonna roll for the hit phase. Okay, so we have the rudder 10. And he's got a 1, so he will go to the rudder. Knew that was gonna happen. Oh, these flak. Okay. And it makes sense though. Fuselage 11. Got a 2, so he's gone into the fuselage. And that's an 11. And that's a low ammo marker. Then my last one, which is a wing 5, is a 1. You got to be kidding me. Okay. So there are literally no fighters left. So I believe that is it for the for the like there's no markers left at all. So the patrol ends with that. Okay, so we got to do the return to base segment now. Okay, return to base. Fate. Check the RAF fighter in the fate box and roll dice. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, so we have our rudder here. 2 yellow. Nope, not so. It's a hurricane, and I get a 1, so it crashes. And let's see what happens to him. He gets a 1. He Hurricane 2 is KIA'd. A 1 is a KIA. So let's see. That was N. So that was Gamer Hudson. Fortunately, Gamer Hudson, you're done. You bought the farm on this one. Okay, red leader. 1 of fire. This is not good. 8. Oh, he's just going to go to the hospital. So he's going to the hospital. And that was, I think that's Patrick's tactics and tutorials. Yep. He did get an escort kill. That was Patrick. He didn't die at least. So, so now we have yellow leader. This is Blast Pop, who did take down a bomber. 6. 1 to 6. He also had a fire. And he has a 2, so he's KIA'd as well. Oh, man. Okay. Not good. So he's KIA'd. Okay. Oh, boy. Yep. Okay. Fuselage. We've got a couple of them here. So we have Blue 2. Hurricane. That is a 9. A 9. Hey, he makes it back to the hangar. So no worse for wear on that one. 3, Hurricane. That's a 3. He's got a fire also. And he rolls a 10. So he bails out. So Blue 3 bails out, which is our green pilot. So he bails out. And so Wardy Row bails out. And it wasn't over the channel, so we don't have to worry about that. And then finally, yellow 3, which is a green pilot. Let's hope not. 7. He makes it back to the hangar safely. Okay. So he makes it back to our hangar safely. And we go from there. Let's see here. We've got... So this is patrol number 2. Chapter 1. Patrol 2. Killed. I think I only had 2 escorts killed. But I had 2 bombers killed, which is really cool. And we had 2 isolated. Okay, and I'll check on the victory points here in a minute. But let's continue with, so fuel check. Each RAF bomber on the RAF-B check, then a space bailed out number. If in a space with a bailed out number, which it doesn't, none of them do. Pilots, update pilot roster. So we get 1 victory point for each bomber destroyed by an RFA fighter. 1 victory point for every 4 Luftwaffe is destroyed. 4 damage during... So that's for this one, during this patrol. And 1 victory point for each isolated bomber tile. We have 2. Those isolated before the raid dropped. Ordnance on the target. Well, these never got to never got to it. So, because this flak, well, they both got separated. So, victory points for this one will be 3 victory points. We had 1 pilot bailout, 1 pilot wounded, and 2 killed. And so the 2 killed were, unfortunately, were M, which is Blast Pop, and who is the other one? And Gamer Hudson. So, God rest their souls. They are unfortunately no longer. So, okay. So that's the end of patrol number 2. Hopefully we'll be back for patrol number 3 and what can happen and see what we go from there. Just haven't had much luck on this. So with that, I'll talk to everybody later and have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.